Welcome back. I'm Pocket What If. I'm the What If in your pocket. And guys, I'll be gone for a couple of weeks, so yeah, there won't be any videos for a little while. But I will be back. But guys, if this uploads correctly, this will be uploaded within today. I hope it does. So guys, please like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. If you guys have any ideas on other what ifs I could do in the future, I could put on my what if wheel. So guys, let's get on with today's video of What If Deku Was the Grandson of Tanya the Evil, Part 1. Let's get on with it. Now, we're going to do a time skip. It's going to be summer. Izuku is still like 6, but he's going to be 7 soon, as he's doing mage training as well. As Izuku is digging himself a foxhole, as he finally finished, as he just digs a little more on the side to create a bit of a room for him to hide in. Like, please don't hit me, please don't hit me, please don't hit me. As on top of a mountain, where Tanya and her main squadron have been firing at Izuku with very weak mortar rounds. Actually, they're not even mortar rounds, they're just like flashbangs, basically. That's basically how weak those things are. As Tanya, she looks away from her binoculars as she clicks on a watch and she looks down. 10 minutes flat. Not half bad, Izuku, not half bad. As she orders them all to stop firing, as they ask, okay, what's the time? 10 minutes flat. Not half bad for the little kid, huh? Yeah. And only 7 years old. One more year and I would have been doing basic training. Not half bad. Yeah. As like Wes is like, or Weiss or whatever his name is, Mr. Second in Command, as he laughs a bit. As training like this goes on for a little bit, as we cut to him later on in the summer with a green suit, a jewel or a brooch around his neck, which is like a red ruby like jewel is like right in it. As Izuku is flying. And he's flying quite strangely. At this point, he's not really good at controlling his speed or control at this point. He can stop. He's just not really good at those 2 points. As Victoria, Weiss, and who else? Newman. Yeah, I'm going to put Newman in there. As they're trying to coach him, as Tanya is like off away doing business, basically. As he's really trying to keep in control. As Victoria actually comes right next to him. It's like, Izuku, think of this as like a form of skiing. Skiing? Why are you doing? You know I'm not good at skiing. Izuku, it just means upon your balance. Just try to focus on that. As she's trying to help. As Newman just comes up, Izuku, just breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. As they're trying to have him calm down. As he does get a little more calmer. As he slows down. As he's getting more control. As Izuku gets a little happy. It's like, as he starts speeding up, as everyone's like, Izuku, slow down! As Izuku, look out for that tree! As he smacks into a tree, comically. And he almost starts falling as Victoria catches him. At least he's now gotten better control. You can say that again. As they fly away, as throughout the forest, there's Izuku's imprints on a couple of the trees as they fly away. As Izuku wakes up in basically like a medical ward. As he wakes up and sees Victoria. Hey, great auntie. I hit myself on a tree again, didn't I? You did. You did. I'm not gonna be any good at this, right? Izuku, most people your age, heck, most mages your age, are not this good. I mean, you should have seen me during my first years of, well, trying to learn how to fly. We all basically implant our faces into trees. All of us did. I bet even including your mother. You think she would really implant her face into a tree? Oh, I bet she did. At least at first. I mean, Izuku, we all have our shortcomings. But sooner or later, you will get better. Well, you have gotten better. I mean, you did see your control when you calmed down a little bit. I know, Auntie. I know. I mean, you're pretty good of a shot for a kid your age. You could hit bullseye within 30 meters. Auntie, you can hit a target within 300 meters and still win without a scope. Well, Izuku, to be fair, I usually hit them with explosive rounds, heavy explosive rounds. So, skill level is completely different. I just wish I could be better. Izuku, most kids your age don't even have this kind of training yet. Heck, they had to be like teenagers before they get this training anywhere else. And you're only 7. That's pretty impressive. But your grandma was a special case. I mean, extremely special case. I mean, she's a prodigy. And you're technically a prodigy too. But I keep hitting my face on every tree. True. That is very true, Izuku, but here's the thing. You wanna know a little secret between me and your grandmother? And heck, everyone else in the squad? Sure. We all hit our faces on trees. You should have seen my imprints. Good lord. And the concussions I had. Really? Of course. When we started to learn how to fly, we crashed into everything for at least a few good months. I crashed into a wall, for heaven's sake. But soon we got better. And oh, here's a story. Back in the day, your grandma was like 9, I think. She was putting us through some gruesome training. Remember a couple of weeks ago, or was it a month ago? I believe it was a month. Yes, and you were trying to learn how to dig your foxhole? Yeah, that's what we did. But by that time, we were walking through the base of this, well, mountain, and a plane came right by. We tried to hide, and soon an entire mountain's worth of snow fell on us. Oh, but thanks to your grandmother, we survived. And Voren, well, she literally kicked him so hard, life was struck back into him. It was hilarious. As Izuku is shocked, like, what the heck? As he has that overly shocked face. Izuku, there's an old saying. An inch is an inch, a foot is a foot, a mile's a mile. Any way you put it, there's still progress. Within a few months, or hell, maybe in a year, you'll be able to soar above the clouds so majestically and so smoothly. And it will be beautiful when that happens. And your shots will be able to destroy a battleship. You think so? I know so, Izuku. Now, get some rest, as she boops him on the nose. Before you get more hurt. As we do another time skip, Izuku's now going to be like 10. As he's flying through the sky so smoothly. As a couple guys, I would say they're pretty old. They're like so old they've been in Tanya's old salamander squadron as they're watching Izuku. Wow, that's Tanya's grandkid? Dang. I wonder if his shots are like his grandmother's. Yeah, I wonder too. As he flies around, as he gets a call on radio. Okay, Izuku, let's see your shots. As he grabs like a small 22. Ready? And he readies it and he's prepared to aim as the target flings up, but he feels something so weird, so strange, as his green eyes, well, one of them just shrinks and turns yellow as he just fires as a rainbow color, well, goes out through the rifle as as when it hits the target, an explosion way more massive than anyone thought, as a couple of the guys, they start flying from the shockwave, including a couple chairs from the massive explosion. It's not massive, it's just big. Like, unexpectedly big. As everyone's like, what the heck? As the guys were commenting, it's like, yep, that's Tanya's grandkid. No doubt about it. As everyone's shocked and they applaud. As he was like, what the heck just happened? As there's like a crater now. It's like 32 feet by 32 feet, or like 10 meters to 10 meters for some of you who use that level, that system of measuring. As Izuku's absolutely shocked, as soon word reaches Tanya, as her secretary comes right in. Miss Tugashoff, what is it? It's about your grandson. What happened? As she gives Tanya the phone, as she runs away a little bit, as she hears like cooing. It's like, Tanya, what happened? Your grandson pulled one of your moves. What do you mean he pulled one of mine? Well, as like small fires are being, taken care of, let's just say you did a fair bit of destruction. What the? As time just stops, as she hears, hello, Tanya. It has been a while. As she turns, as there's a toy soldier on a desk. Like, X. What did you do? Oh, nothing much. What did you do to my grandson? Oh, nothing. Just gave him a little boost. What did you do? Look, all I did was give him power boost. Nothing more. Just give him a little more power. Why? Oh, just to piss you off. As she realizes, as she thought, wait, what if I could turn this around? Well, thank you. Now my little grandson is now more powerful than ever. Yeah, he's actually, you're up to your level at this point now. As she feels something. Why did you do this? Oh, nothing. It's not like the world governments are be watching that the grandson of Tanya Dugershoff has the same amount of potential as his grandma. And you know how much chaos you caused, so I wonder what their reaction would be. As she gets angry, you rat. As time just reoccurs, as she grabs the soldier toy and starts smashing it. You bastard! Why did you do this? As the secretary's like, Miss as she sees like the rampage she's doing to the doll, is like, as Tanya just sees her secretary, is like, I'm gonna be right back, and closes the door. Like, dang it! As like later in the day, Tanya comes right by. It's like, Izuku, like, oh hey grandma, you should have seen what happened. It's been are you okay? As she checks him, like, looks like nothing's broken, nothing's bruised. Like, grandma, what's going on? Okay, I heard what happened training today. What, you heard? I did so fantastically today, but my shots have been gotten a lot more powerful now. I mean, I was not even doing my strongest shot, but it was pretty powerful. I think I've grown in strength. And she's like, wow, that's great, honey. as she's just painfully smiling, like, oh, you have no idea what kind of pain you're now in. As she's like, as Inko's like, yeah, he's gotten a lot better. My little baby boy is getting so strong. As she's tearing up a little bit. Oh, dear God. As Inko is tearing up, as Tanya just grabs towels and puts it right on Inko's face, like, Mom! I know you. You're gonna cry waterfalls. Mother, I'm not gonna cry waterfalls. As Tanya just gives her a bit of a stare. Like, I'm not! Like, okay then. As they're gonna have a bit of a celebration. As Tanya's like, you know what? This could be a good thing. I've turned worse things into blessings before. Who knows? This could be good. As she takes a bit of a, well, she drinks some heavy level liquor. Just to calm herself. As we're gonna cut like a year later, Izuku's now like 10. He's like above his level. He's now like in 6th and your 7th grade, yeah. As he's now like flying across the forest, as he's now doing like moving target practice, as he's hitting all of his shots, as they make some small explosions. As he's doing so well. After the day is done, he's like, that's some pretty good training. I see, Izuku, I told you you're gonna get better within time. Thanks, Auntie. Yeah. As two people walk up. But they look like they're near or basically at Izuku's age. One is like very dirty blonde, like has a lot of brown, but has blonde looks to him. Plus, he's also has very green eyes. The other, yeah, he has more dark hair, but he has very blue eyes. As they both rock up, Sean, Patrick, what the hell are you two doing here? We're doing very well, man. We just saw what happened. Nice. Wow. Didn't think I'd see you guys around here. Yeah. Soon within a couple of years. Soon within 8 years we'll be going to UA. But first we gotta get ourselves that scholarship. I can't wait for the tournament to come here. As Victoria's like, Patrick? Yes, Grandma? Why are you here? Well, we wanted to see Izuku. What about your father? He gave us permission. As she looks over to Coing, as he's just like, Sean? You're supposed to be studying. If you guys want to go to that tournament, you're going to need some pretty good grades. Don't worry, Grandpa. We can get it done. As these two are just, bit scared. Like, you two are making them stress out. It's gonna happen. So, ready to go, cousin? Yeah, let's go. As they basically run off. As we cut to, Tanya, as she walks into the World Heroes Association building. As the main leaders of each association, like Japan, England, Germany, Russia, all of them. Basically like the big guys. Also small ones too, basically. As Tanya walks into the conference room. Well, you called me here. What do you want? Miss Tanya, please stand up. As I don't know, from the show, from the Tanya's Evil show, I don't remember the names for each region, basically, but I'm just gonna say what their counterparts are, as the England Association branch actually calls her up, as she takes a seat. So what do you call me on? Miss Dugashoff, you are aware that We all agreed to keep an eye on those who have amazing potential, of course, especially to those who are mages. Of course, to make sure you guys can bring them into your militaries. Yes, especially to our mage corps. Just in case if things go bad. What are you getting at? As he flips a switch as an image of Izuku is blasting targets. As Tanya's like, as she gets like a little mad. What is the meaning of this? Tanya. It Tanya, it's Miss Dukershoff to you. Miss Dukershoff. As you can see here, this is your grandson, and she's blowing up targets like he's already a qualified mage soldier. So, we request that you... No. No, I will not be handing over my grandson to you or any military. As Germany, the Germany representative comes up, Miss Dugershoff. It's like, wait a minute, you look familiar. What's your name? William, ma'am. William what? Rugudorf, ma'am. Wait, Rugudorf. Your grandfather wouldn't be Kurt Rugudorf. Yes, he was my grandfather. Ah. I remember your grandfather. May I speak freely? You may, ma'am. Your grandfather was a bit of an idiot, especially at the beginning of the war. Ma'am, I don't think... As she holds her hand up, we could have won the war because if it wasn't for your grandfather announcing that stupid little proclamation, we could have won the war so easily. I understand, Miss Dugashoff, but I am not like my grandfather. And I won't make the same mistakes, but please, will you just hear us out? Alright. As she starts listening, specifically to William. Ma'am, Miss Dugashoff, your grandson, he's what, 10 now? Going to 11? He's already extremely powerful. And with all compliments, he definitely holds up to a bit of your legacy, but what, William? Your grandson has extreme amounts of power, and we don't want that going to any wrong hands. And I think it'd be good for him to learn, from others like him. I am not putting my grandson in any military. But you went into the military at such a young age. I only did it to actually better myself. What? I didn't do it for any pride, in case you were not aware. I only did it so I could get myself a middle management position. So I could just give out orders without being in the front lines, but thanks to your grandfather and those like him, you kept giving me more and more responsibility, but thank you for that, since now I have so many loyal, workers. Thank you for that. But here's the thing. Once I got out of that life, I am not letting the rest of my family go into that life. Period. Now, if you excuse me, Miss Dugashoff, as it's like the Russian representative, I think it'd be best interest for you, specifically, to put your grandson into the initiative of helping those more than himself. Ah, the communist speaks. If I so recall, like in the first years of the war, I toppled your guys' government within the first 2 years? Year and a half? You did? Yeah, and I posted that propaganda all over the place. I still got the original tapes. Hell, I believe it got so popular they made an actual live-action movie out of it. And I think that movie was pretty accurate, as she just gives like a smirk. And oh, how it angered my superiors. Oh. As she's milking this guy's anger, his hatred, as she's milking it like a cow. Why, you little. As William actually gets in between the two. Stop it, you both of you! Stop! Miss Dugershoff, Tanya, please. Your grandson is extremely powerful, and his potential is massive. At the rate he's going in the training you're putting him through, I mean, he's going to be probably one of the strongest mages of his time. True. Very, very true. But he's not going to be part of any military at all. He's going to help the community and help everyone in a much different way, you could say. Now, if you excuse me, I have a family to go back to. As she walks out of there. As many of them are just awestruck. Like, did this little woman just do that to us? As William's like, this is gonna get bad. I'm gonna stop it there. So guys, please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Comment down below. And guys, have a nice day, nice life, and I'll see you in a couple weeks.